Nu jazz is a genre that evolved from plug and has been blowing up for a while. It takes the bouncy, melodic R&B influences, but leans more into the experimental side of the genre. And I'm going to show you how to make it. I realised after recording this that this is probably more like Pluggnb, but they're so similar. Nu jazz is just a bit darker and heavier on the synths. But either way, I hope you like it. I'll make a more experimental nu jazz beat next time. Let's get into it. For the BPM, you want to be from like 130 to 145. So we're going to start by making some chords. And the way I build my chords is I always use the A minor scale, which is all the white keys, and just ignore the black keys. And the basic nu jazz pattern is 6-5-1. So we're in A minor. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6, 5, 1. And we can go back up to C after. That's the basic pattern. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And from here, how you build chords is we're using just the white keys. You want to skip one and place one. So we skip G, place on A. Skip B, go C. And do the same for the other chords. But what we're going to do is change the C minor to an E major by moving the G to a G sharp. And then we can just make it a bit more interesting by adding some extensions. The way extensions work is you just keep on building your chords, same as we did before. So we'll skip D, place E, skip B, place D, skip E, place G, skip A, place B. So we've added our 7s, now we're going to add our 9s in the same way. Skip one, add one. Skip one, add one. Skip one, add one. Skip one, add one. Now this is fine as a chord progression, you can use this. I'm just going to switch up a few notes to make it a bit more interesting. So we'll move this G to an A. We'll move this D to an E. And this F to a G. We'll move this G to an A. And this B to a C. And for this last chord, I'm going to remove the 7th and just put this G up to an A. And here we have this leading line, which resolves quite nicely. It's the C, D, E. So now we have this. I'm just going to add a little melody on top of it. Just a few shorter notes. Hold Control and drag, select it all, and press Control B. Then we're going to make a couple adjustments in this second section. So it doesn't need much. I think we're just going to make this G come in a bit earlier. We'll add another E at the end. So this is what we have. You can find this MIDI in my Nu Jazz SOUNDKIT that I've just released, along with a load of other stuff that I'm going to be using to make the beat today. Links in the description if you want to get it. So we placed everything in A minor, just to make it easier to build chords. But now what we can do is transpose it. So Control A, and then Shift up arrow or down arrow to move it around. I've just added a portal to the keys. I found this preset. Obviously that's a bit much, so we'll have it like 15%. And then make sure you EQ all the low end out. I have a cut at like 190. So we're going to put our kicks in on the start of the first 3 chords on each bar. Our clap's going to be on the 3rd beat. For the hi-hat, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm just going to right click, fill each 2 steps. And maybe add a couple more in here. Put an open hat on every second beat. I'm going to add a perk. Add another open hat at the end of the bars. I'm going to change the envelope to make them stop playing when the note ends, having everything down but the sustain all the way up. Let's add a rim. Just going to copy this, shift drag. I'm going to add a few more on this second bar. Just change the velocity a little bit. So now we're going to add an 808. Just have it following the root notes of the chords. Obviously that's a bit low, so we'll just control up arrow. We're actually going to get rid of this one and replace it with a different 808. So add a CTM, which is in a lot of new jazz. You've probably heard it before. And with all of these 808s, I'm enabling envelope, putting everything on 0 other than sustainers all the way up. They also all have cut itself enabled if you right click. Now we're going to add a resonant bass or a Benny X bass, acid bass. Sounds like this. We'll just have it at the end of the bar. Again, make sure you sort the envelope. For the next bar, I'm going to add another resonant bass. So we just copy the first 808 pattern to the next bar. Same with the CTM. But the second CTM, we're actually going to chop in half. And that's where the resonant bass is going to hit. And then just to end this bar, I'm going to add a log drum. Just to make it a bit more interesting, on the first 808 we added, I'm going to switch up a little bit. Just add a short note in here. Let's add a lead. I've got a bunch of one-shots in my sound kit that I'm going to choose from. To use one-shots, you just drag them in, and then you go into the envelope settings, again, turn it all down, sustain all the way up, and then you can use it like any other instrument. I just put some reverb and delay on this one. We're in B, so I'm just going to right-click this piano icon, put it to B, minor natural Aeolian. I'm going to try and find a top line. Then I'll just put that into MIDI. I'm going to add another lead. Let's add another lead. I'm just going to add a few effects. I want it to be quite subtle. I'm going to have it at the end of the bar. Add a camera flash. I'm going to have it at the start of the bar. Add a crash. And we can start arranging. So if you go into your pattern browser here on the left, right click, split by channel, it will split every instrument, and then just hold Control and left click drag, and then drag them in. And then we can Control, drag to select them all and extend them out. Get the slice tool and chop them where they end. And then just delete all of this so that they're all flush. Once we have this, we can just select them all, Control B, and decide how we want to arrange it. So usually I have the hook play first for 8 bars, and then I'll duplicate that, and then I'll just take out some elements here. So I'll probably take out the leads, And I'm also going to take out this lead in the first 4 bars. So I want that 808 to be a little bit different in the verses. So what I'm going to do is click on the top left of this pattern, press Make Unique, double click on that pattern, go to the pattern sequencer, right click the 808, press Clone, cut the pattern from that one, and paste into the new one. And I'm going to just shorten the length of it. Still not short enough, so I'm just going to bring this length knob down. Then I'm going to change the pattern slightly. I'm just going to cut this bit and add another short note like we did here. And then just copy that pattern with Control B, and this is the verse. So for the arrangement, I like to have 8 bars for the first hook, and then 16 bars for the verse. So I'm going to take this, Control B, and then we can copy this whole thing. And then for the second verse, I only like it to be 8 bars. We'll chop off the last 2 there. Take this, which is from the hook, up to the end of the verse, copy it again. And just because there's 16 bars in the first verse is quite long, you want some kind of change. So I'm going to bring this lead and put it in the last 8 bars. For the intro, I'm just going to have the keys playing by themselves, and I'm going to add a drum fill from my pack. Now I'm going to add a tape stop effect. This is the Kilohertz tape stop plugin. It's free. I'll link it in the description. And to automate it, all you do is just click to turn it off, click to turn it back on, go up here to Tools, Last Tweaked, Create Automation Clip. I'm going to bring this point all the way back, zoom in, right click to create a notch, right click on that notch and press hold, then do the same for this notch. And then we'll just play around with this to see what sounds good. So I'm going to create a new instance of that plugin, and I'm going to put the start time down to 0. And then what we can do is left click on the old automation clip, articulated tools, copy state, go on the new one, articulated tools, paste state. I added halftime to the keys, and I'm just going to automate the amount to add a bit of variation in one of the verses. And then on this hook, I'm going to cut the second beat of the bar. If you get the slice tool and you hold shift, then I'll drag this back. Then I'm going to bounce this and have it repeat twice. I showed how to do this in my last video. I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch that. And then I'm going to bounce the hook and slow it down for the outro.